Oh, you better believe Mr. Wonderful had his one shining moment, or actually, Mr. Wonderful always has one shining moment throughout his entire lifetime. But you better believe I was tuning in yesterday to the championship game when it comes to the March Madness, when it comes to men's college basketball. My favorite time when it comes to basketball itself. I mean, I enjoy the NBA, but there's just nothing like college basketball. There's nothing like Duke. And I'm not sure. At the current time, the tournament hasn't even started, so I don't know how far Duke's run was in the tournament, but God, I'm praying that they reach that mountain once again when it comes to the NCAA tournament, when it comes to the national championship. But I guess I'll find out once this video has finally dropped. I hope you people, the fellas out there and those beautiful ladies, that I call my cheerleaders, I hope you enjoyed the game. Hopefully you're tuning in. I mean, just a great time, especially at the very end when they bring all those highlights of all the games throughout the entire tournament into that beautiful one shining moment. I just love that. I love that. It always brings a tear to my heart, to my eye right here. It always brings a tear to my eye watching that. I mean, I love the tournament. In case you don't know, huge fan of college basketball, huge fan of just Duke Blue Devils, huge fan since the 90s. As you can see, Bobby Hurley, my favorite Duke player, Christian Laettner signed autograph after they won the national championship right there. Just a beautiful time in the 90s. But let's go ahead and wrap this segment up, just like the tournament has finally wrapped up yesterday. Let's go ahead and wrap this New Balance segment up. I mean, so many great fucking gems that I have delivered to you when it comes to this segment. Very happy to deliver them all because these shoes are just amazing shoes that New Balance and the collaborations that they were with when it came to all of them. And this one right here doesn't skip a fucking beat. This shoe was actually the first pickup of 2024. Right, this is my first sneaker pickup. Very happy to finally bring this one in the collection. I couldn't get the original, but we'll go more into that. But, I mean, just a great shoe. But before we get into that, let's do the last fit check of this segment when it comes to this one. The New Balance Carhartt Physical Practical Culture. Love this shirt, long sleeve. It is a chilly night. Of course, that beautiful moonlight is shining through the FC Sneaker Factory, but it is in a nice navy colorway, long sleeve. Some amazing sweats right here. A little bit of too baggy for me, but hopefully with enough washes they'll shrink. These are actually a medium, but it does have the New Balance Carhartt graphic right here, but it does say Practical Physical Culture as well. Great sweats though, great quality, very thick, so I really like that. I'm relaxing at home. I'm not having any of the cheerleaders here, so I'm just chilling in some sweats, just relaxing. Had a long weekend because I was in San Diego celebrating one of my friend's birthdays, so great time with that. I do have the G-Shock 6900. This is the information battleship. I have one of the cheerleaders text me right now, but love this watch. All right, so just a great watch, great fit. Even though I'm just relaxing at home, I still bring the fit to that next level. And I'm not even having any company over. So that just shows you. But I do want to release these profiles to you beautiful people because you deserve fucking great content. And as you can see, I'm constantly putting content out there. Constantly delivering you profiles, constantly delivering you fucking shorts, giving you some Floyd's pickups in between all that. Bunch of chaos coming in when it comes to the FC Sneaker Factory, and you people have the fucking golden ticket, and you're in witness of Willy fucking Wonka himself when it comes to the FC Sneaker Factory. But like I mentioned before, I'm countless putting content out there, shoving my fucking content down this platform's throat until they can fucking choke on it and put me in that fucking algorithm that I fucking deserve. Like I say numerous times, my people, my subscribers, the fellas and those beautiful ladies, my cheerleaders, my fucking sneaker killers out there. You are all winners because you accept quality. You want quality content to be subscribed to. You want to be a witness of a fucking true sneakerhead, not a fucking phony. Because trust me, at the end of the day, you people out there, the fellas and those beautiful ladies, will see exactly who the fuck is Mr. Wonderful and who are all these fucking wannabes when it comes to this YouTube sneaker genre. But you people are my winners. And I depend on you to push the content out there. You see that icon? It says it's all in black and it reads subscribe. Well, that fucking icon is really a button. And that doesn't fucking hit itself. I need you people to hit that button. You winners out there to hit that button. And put your fucking faith in Mr. Wonderful. Because trust me, we will see that fucking promised land. But if you think, oh, Mr. Wonderful, you're too materialistic, you're too conceited, too self-centered. Well, if that's what you think, then you belong with all those other fucking losers out there when it comes to the sneaker genre. Because that's what you are. You're a fucking loser and you belong with them. Because here, we have the winners. But before you depart, this channel full of winners, take a look at me and take a look at them. No comparison. I keep you entertained. I keep you, and I keep your eyes full of amazing shoes. Shoes that people probably forgot about because they're so much focused on delivering you these early looks on just garbage shoes. And we all know that they're fucking garbage. This is where you fucking gotta be. The FC Sneaker Factory. With Mr. Wonderful. As you can see, the hair, the skin. Fellas, take care of your fucking skin. Get haircuts. Work on your smile. I mean, go see a dentist if you need to. Get whitening, whatever the fuck you need to do. Do it. If you're not on these things, and you're putting your money in shoes, don't do that. Don't do that. Take care of yourself first, then get the shoes later. Alright, let's go ahead and go on to, we are on Sneaker Profiles 300 right here. Let me open up the pages. This book, the book of the catalog that I put together of some amazing shoes. 300 to be exact, right there. What amazing one to end a segment off with, but what an amazing shoe to begin the 300s with, okay? You see the thumbnail? Oh God, I hope you can fucking read. I really do. So this shoe right here, amazing shoe. Shoe was released back on November 4th of 2017. All right, this was a should say a retro, but I was gonna say a re-release, but this is actually a retro of a shoe that I always wanted. A shoe that I remember it came out. It dropped actually in 2011. It was known as the Kennedy. This is a shoe that I wanted so bad. It was so expensive and I could not bring myself to pay the money for a New Balance for this, at this time for a New Balance. I couldn't bring it. I want to say at the time, around this time, it was like $300 to $400. And this was 2011. I could not justify paying it. Even though I wanted the shoe so bad, I couldn't justify paying it. So I just said, let it go. And I said, Paul was buying some other stuff at that time. Wow. This shoe came back out. They retroed it, like I mentioned, in 2017. Actually at ComplexCon, New Balance concepts came together again. And they gave us pretty much identical. There's things, the colors are a little bit off. I want to say the materials are pretty on, but the colors are off. The Kennedy, when compared to this one, this is known as the Hyannis, a little bit different. Colorways slightly different. I never had the Kennedy in hand. I wish I did. But based on pictures, when I saw the Hyannis and I saw the Kennedy, they're a little off. So that's initially I was like, should I get this shoe? But I was so stuck, so fixated on the Kennedy. I was like, you know what, I can't do it. But as the years went on, I was just like, man, another time I was going to pick it up. I finally was like, you know what, I'm just going to buy it. And it was really low at this price. At this time, it was really low, like low. And I should have picked it up, and I kicked myself, and I missed out on it because it was at the all-time low. And then as the years went on, up until now, it went up. And I had to actually pay the high for it. I mean, not too high, but enough where I'm like, damn, should have picked it up, 2-3 years ago, and I would have paid a lot less, but go figure. Now let's take a look at the box, and we'll go into like the theme, the meaning behind the shoe and stuff. So this one actually came in a nice packaging, special box right here. But this is actually a size 11. I actually had to go half a size up. You already know I'm a 10.5, but I made the exception for this one because I could not find a 10.5 for a decent price, but also brand new. A lot of them were used, or they're just really crazy numbers when it came to the amount. So I didn't pick it up. But this one 11. So like I said, this model, it runs, I want to say a little bit big, but it's going to give me a good amount of room. Just wear a nice, thick cut sock when it comes to this one. So I said, screw it. I'm just going to go with it. Newspaper clippings on the interior part of this special box. Just basically, I'm not even sure what it says, but I let you read it. But Boston Herald, the Concepts, the Globe, Boston Globe, stuff like that. But just a pretty nice box. I didn't notice this though, a little bit of damage to it, but I'm not really care. But I didn't realize that until after I made the FLOYD's pickups that there is some damage to it. But based on the box, you can't even tell, just like the aesthetics. But yeah, see, you could see it right there. But not a big deal. I'm not like gonna get mad over that. All right, so within the box is your actual New Balance box. So these are the boxes that I'm really accustomed to because these are like your traditional New Balance boxes. So here we go, just your standard box, nothing crazy, made in the USA. But let's take a look at that label though. So you see that the M999 CP for Concepts, size 11 right there, classic traditional. So let's take a look at the interior part. I got this on eBay, so it came back, always comes with this. But your standard white tissue paper, nothing going on as far as the tissue paper goes. All right, so I'm going to put this right there. Do that. Okay, let's go ahead and go on to it. Sneaker profiles. 300 right here. We are looking at the New Balance Concepts collaboration, the 999 right here, known as the Hyannis. All right, so let's go ahead and go into this shoe right here. So, like I said, this was a retro runner collaboration. The original was known as the Kennedy, which was inspired by John F. Kennedy and his Cape Cod residence. The Kennedy's love for the ocean visibly defines the shoe and its color palette. It does have a lot of neutral whites and grays and that beautiful royal blue heel counter. A lot of just great things. It's just basically going into the colorways. But like I said, this was a complex con release during 2017. So really great collaboration, but beautiful shoe. Let's take a look at that shoe right there though. So the Kennedy, this is known really as the Kennedy, but the retro is known as the Hyannis. But basically just giving tribute to John F. Kennedy and his Cape Cod residence. All right, so right here, white mesh, beautiful light gray Toe box right here, mud guard is what some people call it, but beautiful. Love the suede on that. Right here is another beautiful suede, but it is in that nice light brown. Right here is another nice beautiful suede in that light gray. You see the N in suede. This is suede as well, darker suede, and then you do have a white border around it. Let's take a look at, I love the flags right there for sailing. The New Balance tag right there. You do have a nice little red plastic hit for the shoelaces. I love this beautiful royal blue. Not any type of suede, but it's kind of like a synthetic suede. It's weird. 999 in white. Right here is this beautiful, gorgeous gray suede, and then right here, a nice light beige color right here, or yeah, like a light gray, light gray color right here. But it is also in that suede color. Let's take a look at the midsole. So white midsole, gray outsole that goes throughout the entire shoe, except right here starts darkening into a darker gray. Right here though is a nice light gray hit when it comes to midsole, and then you got your darker gray hit when it comes to the midsole right there. Right here, a nice lighter gray plastic going towards the rear, white hit going towards the rear as well. Let's take a look at the rear part. NB in red, it's sewn in. This beautiful light brownish color, suede, and then right here is that synthetic royal blue with that texture. I love that texture. Light gray rubber, darker gray midsole, white little hit, and then a nice light gray outsole. All right, so pretty identical as far as the medial side goes to the lateral side, but you don't see the 999. But besides that, it's pretty much identical. You do have that nice light gray colored right here when it comes to the ankle collar, but you do have a nice darker color gray, and then also that same darker color gray right there on the side panel. And is in that nice gray suede, but you do have that white border around the end. The red hit for the shoelaces. Let's take a look at the outsole though really quick. Light gray hit when it comes to that rubber. Dark gray hit when it comes to the midsole. But you see that nice transition into a nice lighter gray block. And then that continuation of that white gray going towards the toe box of the midsole. Light gray when it comes to the midsole or the outsole. But you do have this nice darker gray hit when it comes to the outsole. So gorgeous. Let's take a look at the front part. Look at that front part. Love it. Look at that beautiful tongue. Nice laces. Gray outsole. Let's take a look at the outsole right here. Outsole, light gray outsole, but you do have that nice darker gray hit right there when it comes to the heel. All right, so my favorite part, the aerial view of the shoe, and it just doesn't skip a beat right here. I love it. But here we go. Look at that. Beautiful. White mesh. Look at that. Light brownish suede right here, but you also have this nice red stitching. I love that decoration. Blue tongue going on. It's like a blue mesh tongue. White and red laces. I love those laces. But then somewhere, yeah, so the blue mesh stops, and then in that nice gray suede tongue portion goes up through the entire tongue. You do got all these nice flags. New Balance in navy blue, white, made in USA in white. Let's take a look at that gorgeous collar. Anchor collar is, love that ankle collar. Love it. But you do have all those flags going on. You do have that nice Concepts hit flag in royal blue, but then the white Concepts in white. So love it though. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful shoe. What do you think about this one? The New Balance 999, the Hyannis, based off the father, right? The father, the Kennedy, the original shoe. I mean, my heart will always go towards the Kennedy. I love that shoe. I wish I had that one. Now it's just really impossible to find, dead stock in great condition for a reasonable price. Those prices were still high even to this day. Trust me, I looked. But yeah, this one's just a great shoe though. I love it. I'm finally happy that I was able to finally get it. I should have got it a long time ago. Like I said, when it was at the all-time low, but you know, my fixation on the Kennedy never allowed me to get it because I always wanted the Kennedy. I always wanted to put my money towards that, and that just never happened. So here we go, though. I finally got this one. Thank God. I always wanted this pair. Beautiful shoe. What do you think about the Hyannis? I wanted to call it the Kennedy. What do you think about the Hyannis? Gorgeous shoe. Has to be up there as far as top New Balance collaborations. I would put that one. I mean, I did put that one before any other ones that I have. I mean, you know, I have a great amount of New Balances, and I speak very highly about the ones in my collection, especially those Kath and Ronnie Fieg collaborations, especially that salmon sole. I love that shoe. Go check that profile. I did a profile on that one. One of my favorite New Balances, but I want to say that one edges it out. This right here, this Hyannis edges that one out slightly. This one even goes above the one that I just showed you last episode, the Spring 101 drop with Kath and New Balance. That one's also I want to say it was the Spring 101 program. That one, a beautiful shoe, but this one right here still goes above it. So what do you think about that one? Sneaker Profile 300, is it officially in the books? Finally, I can move past these now and put these in the books, and now moving on to a new segment, which you'll see in a couple of days. So make sure you fucking tune in, people. The fellas out there and those beautiful ladies, I appreciate each and every single one of you, and I appreciate myself for doing this for you people out there. Thank you so much, though, for tuning in, for investing your time in myself. I will fucking never let you down. I appreciate you for appreciating me. And you know, really quick, I was actually not over the weekend, but during the week as I was getting ready for my trip, I had to go get a lot of stuff leading up to it. Just your typical care products. And as I was getting them, I was going through a lot of stores and stuff like that, opening a lot of doors for a lot of beautiful women, and I opened the door for one specifically beautiful woman. She walks through and looks back, and she says, "Mr. Wonderful Floyd, God, you look amazing. You have great skin." And I've been told this many times, so I'm not just saying that just to say it. I've been told many times, you have great skin. But this lady, she said it, your skin's glowing. And you know what? For you opening the door, you are too.